Right, hello and welcome to Theme Park Euphoria. Now, as you can see just behind me there is Clacton Pier. Well, I am on the end of it at the moment, yeah. So I did say at the end of my video about Extreme Leaving Green that I was going to be coming here because I am down in Clacton for a family wedding, and I was like, well, I'm not going to not come here because this has actually been on my list of places to come and visit, and I'm finally here, so I was able to make time. And I was originally going to come on the Friday, but then I realised that all the rides were shut, so I came here on the Saturday instead. And yeah, so I'm going to be able to take you on with the GoPro, get some on-ride POV footage, and take you a place around at what this place has to offer and some of the ongoing stuff that's happening on this pier. So all that being said, let's go and explore Clacton Pier for the first time. So just going to pan around so you can see what the end of this pier has to offer, well, in terms of view-wise. Offshore farm, wind farm in the distance. Don't really have a lot to comment with this being a theme park channel. Now, this building really threw me off. I'll show you why in a bit, but it's got a family restaurant at the back, which I think is open. I'm not 100% on that. I did see people in there earlier. I can see some in there right now. Might check that out in a little bit at the event, but I'll show you why this building really threw me off when I first came to the end. So this is the building that really threw me off, which is the Jolly Roger Arena, which is currently closed. Got some of the kids' ride-ons right in front of the entrance. It's all fenced off, which would normally go here, which was interesting because I did see a couple of kids using their scooters around it earlier, which I thought was a bit hilarious. But the reason this building really threw me off was I thought, just from looking at it, it was just a round circular dome. I was thinking, how many people are they going to fit in, and what size inside is it going to be like? But then I came towards the end and I realised, oh, it is actually a lot longer than I thought it was. So it did say on the front there that the arena is open from 2 PM, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anything going on in there. Might be some work going on in there. I'm not 100% on that. I'll definitely have to give it a check out next time, see if there's anything going on in there, because I'm really curious about this. But up until then, let's head over to what we came for, all of this down the very end. So let's go back down there and explore. So just before I do walk around and start going on things, the beach party Miami is actually not open for today because they're currently waiting on a part for it. It should arrive soon. But anyway, I will be back in the sun for this, which is a shame because it's a really good looking Miami, given the fact that I do have a preference for airbrush and I'm not really a fan of vinyl, but I do actually like this. I do really dig it. So it's not really a biggie for me because Miamis I could just ride them anytime. Now, I did actually make a few suggestions to some of the management that if they do have any issues with the after the part arriving, I did recommend them maybe going to Harry Stick, who builds Miamis, because this one was actually built by Cadell Engineering, who I believe later became Eagle Fabrications, and they've now stopped trading and built their final Miami in the autumn of 2021. And I did approach them saying that, you know, if you do have issues with this machine after the part has arrived, Harry Steer would be worth approaching. But anyway, so what I will be going on first is the whitewater log flume, because it's a water ride and I just want to get this out of the way because I want all of the other rides to sort of dry me off. So kicking off the day with the whitewater log flume. Yeah, it's right. Nearly called it wild water then. Okay, so this is it, kicking off the day with the whitewater log flume. I don't think I've actually done one of these since Spring Theme Park in the August of 2021, and I don't quite know how wet I am going to get, but here we go. So I'm not quite sat in front of the flume this time. So okay, got a bit wet then, and here comes the second. I think maybe I should have been at the back, so I'm struggling to sit up. No, not so much now. There's a sign with the RGB light package, and here comes the second drop. Here it comes. Well, I didn't get as wet as I did on the first drop somehow. Well, that was good. Okay, so that was the white water log flume. Really quite enjoyed that, and I'm pretty thankful I actually didn't get as wet as I normally would. And I still got a little bit of water on the lens. Now, before I do a walk around the park, I just want to show how easily it is to get wet, even with those screens up. For example, you just about see it didn't quite get me there. I think that's the wet zone just right there, but yeah, thankfully I think the wettest I've ever got on a log flume of this type has to be Blackpool South Pier, so that was a good one. Now, normally I wouldn't tend to ride these, but considering the fact that the Miami's not open, the go-karts are open, and the Waltzer is away from the pier for refurbishment, I thought it's been well over a decade since I've been on one of these, and I thought, you know what, let's do it. Let's just give a try. Let's give the Wild Mouse coaster a go. Right, so I believe this is the first time I've been on one of these coasters in definitely well over the last decades. Like, cause I must have been nowhere near as tall as I am at the moment the last time I went on one of these, and compared to back then, these feel quite smaller, but kind of feels good to finally get on one of them in a way, and it definitely adds to my coaster count. But I know that a lot of people do things called coaster creds and try and get on as many coasters as possible, including like stuff like this and the little runaway trains. But I don't do that. I tend to do the coaster count, and I don't ride roller coasters just to get the count. I only typically tend to ride them just, you know, if I'm going to enjoy them. And I mean, I guess that these type of coasters, I guess, are okay, but I don't want to ride okay. I want to ride good coasters, but I mean, I know I'm going to get gunned down for saying that, but I'm probably going to get accused of many things. But something that happened as well just earlier before I got on, I did have, I think he was a member of the technical team, basically approached me. He got the idea that I was a ride enthusiast. He just told me to be mindful of any children about. I basically just told him, yeah, I always am. And yeah, he was actually like he was super nice about it. And I did. He was also the same person I recommended a part earlier for the Miami. So I basically said to him beforehand, yeah, any more issues with the Miami, just go to Harry Steer. And yeah, this is a 3-lap special, I'm just going to get one more in. Probably going to do Looping Star after this, but you can just about see to the left the go-karts, which are out of action for today. So there's the go-karts. Wouldn't have been able to have got an on-ride POV of them because I didn't bring my chest mount. I did think about getting a head mount, but I'm not sure if that type would be okay to use on go-karts. Maybe they will be, maybe they won't. We're just about to get the last lap in. But yeah, so, okay, so that's well, there you have it. I'm going to be honest, it's probably going to be quite a long time before I get on one of these again. Even though, yeah, I do see them on a regular basis, it's just that I don't really get that much enjoyment out of them, hence why I've not got an on-ride POVs of them and why I've never went on them just for the coast account. I mean, yeah, I just went with the opportunity, just went with it. I just thought, you know what, the Miami's down, go-karts are down, Waltzer's away from the pier for refurbishment, so I just kind of thought, you know what, let's just go for it. So before I head over to Looping Star, something I do want to show off that I probably should have done when I started the vlog. So something I should have mentioned at the start of the vlog was the fun card and wristband system that is in place here. So the way it works is you can either use a fun card, for example here, you have a plastic card and you can top it up with credits either at the cashiers here or some machines around the back there. And just up there, you can see how much each points are and the amount of bonus points that you get, or you could use what's called the Big Day Out wristband. So I decided to, just pull my sleeve up. So bloody sleeve. So I decided to go for the wristbands. Only cost about $24.99, which, given the amount of rides I should get in, it's really good value, considering if I'm going to do a lot of re-rides here. Because despite with the Miami down, the three other rides being down, yeah. So probably can't hear me very well. So yeah, really good value for money, I'd say, and especially within a 6-hour time slot on a Saturday. Yeah, really good. So I'm going to head over to the Looping Star now. Right, well, this should be interesting. So this is the Looping Star coaster, one of the main reasons I actually came down here. Now, this was being brand new to Cadona's amusement parks in Aberdeen back in 1999, and at the end of 2019 it was purchased by the Ball brothers, underwent a major refurbishment and opened here in the October of 2021. I've only ever done another model of this coaster, and that is Turbo at Brighton Pier. So it's been a while since I've actually ridden that particular coaster. So let's just see how this one plays out. Okay, so here we go on Looping Star. You get quite nice views from up here as well. Yeah, so also just tied to the front. The area literally just down there, that is where the Waltzer is going to be placed after it's had its refurbishments. But until then, lovely views. But here comes the drop. Woo! Oh my God! bashes my head as bad as I thought it would. I've been on worse Pinfari models. That actually wasn't so bad. I mean, considering the fact that that's a Pinfari, that was actually pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, despite the noises I just made on the thing, yeah, it's not that bad. Didn't bash my head about as, you know, quite a few other Pinfaris have done in the past. But interestingly, now the go-karts are open, so since they're included in my wristband, I'm definitely going to be giving these a try. These are petrol powered on a wooden track, and I'm not going to take the GoPro on this because I can't hold this while driving something like go-karts at the same time. And I know that for something like this, I probably will be fine on the Dodgems, but for something like this, I'll definitely need to have both hands on the wheel, considering also these vehicles are petrol powered. Anyway, yeah, let's give these a go. I don't get to drive go-karts a lot in my life, so I don't really encounter them very often, especially petrol-powered ones, but that was really, really fun. The driving and handling I really liked of the cars, and there was a bit of pitting going on from the other drivers. The majority of those well ahead of them, and they never seemed to have caught up with me. Go-karts done, which brings us to the last outdoor ride being covered in this vlog, which is the Twister, and this is a Sonic case machine. So I've seen these quite a few times, but I don't tend to come across them or ride them very often. Because the last time I went on one was 2020. No, yeah, it was 2020, I think. Or was it? Actually, I can't remember. Yeah. So yeah, here we go on the Twister. Attention! So last ride outdoors for the vlog. So this is the Twister, and turns out the last time I actually went on a Sonic case machine was back in 20. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it was back in August 2021 at Worcester Racecourse. It was Joseph Dance's machine. So it feels good to get one of these for what? Must have been a year and a half now. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but actually, I've got to give a shout out to the guy behind me. I didn't catch his name, but I praise him for his music choices, because throughout the whole entire day, the music on this machine has been on point.
Do you want to get off or not? Can we stop the ride? Alright, let's just stop the ride, let someone off.
Right, well in that case, right, so just gonna let someone off. I'll just stop recording just for a bit. Alright, so we're back in action. I don't even know why she wanted to get off, because she didn't seem that upset about it. There was somebody in the car in front of me. She wasn't crying, she wasn't like... Anyway. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was really good to get back on one of those, because I hadn't ridden, because like I said, I hadn't ridden a Sonicade machine in a while. Rides really nicely, that one, really like it. So what I'm going to do is, there's one other ride I did want to cover in the inside complex, so I'll just get rid of the... Oh my god, is that... Now, I don't think I've actually seen one of these in years. Is it, have a look inside of it. It's... Oh my god, it's a Ventura S2. Okay, I've not actually seen one of these in a very, very long time. And you know what? While it's in front of me, how much is it? Cash £4. That's actually not bad, yeah, so I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll give this a go, why not? Oh wow, this really takes me back, so... What do I pick? There's quite a few options. Astro Canyon Coaster, you know what, I'm going to try number 2. I probably won't going to film the whole experience, I just want to kind of enjoy this. Wow. So I just... Yeah, because the last time I went on one of these, it was Butlins way back in 2002, and I've not actually seen one of these ever since. Last time we had... I think it was a cousin, and she was just screaming, and I was just laughing in hysterics. I was 5 at the time, though.
Slide door open and exit capsule.
Yeah, that was... Oh, something's gone so bright all of a sudden. It's a bit of a job to get in and out, but... Yeah. It's good to see one of these after, like, what, well over 2 decades. So, that being done, just encountered. The dodgems are somewhere up here, they're just out to the left there. So I'm just going to take you over there. Right, so now I'm going to take you up to what is the dockside dodgems. So take you up the stairs here, and they'll just be to the right. Now I believe that, yep, here they are. So I believe these dodgems were made by a company called CNS, especially the track as well. And these used to be at a place called Essex. I don't know if that's the same Escape that was in Milton Keynes or a different one. But here they are. These are the dodgems, and I don't get to drive a lot of Polus dodgems because typically I don't encounter a dodgem track where both the positive and negative terminals are on the floor. Simply got one terminal on the roof with a pole, and you've got the other terminal on the floor. But here's the Dodgems. Right, so here we are on the Dodgems, and I must admit it feels a bit weird driving these and not having any chicken wire above the roof, because these are quite unusual cars for me. And mind you, riding and handling of these, they're actually really good. They're such smooth, really, really nice to drive. Uh-oh. Not everybody adhering to one way around the track. Mind you, there's not really any markings anywhere. I know you get an announcement, but some people don't do what some people are told. And I've pretty much found out the hard way of that. Like that. I think I'm a bit. People are probably a bit curious as to how these cars actually work. So, because most of the cars, Dodgems in this case, get their energy from a pole at the top and the other terminal floor. But the way these work, both of the positive and the negative terminals are actually on the floor here. And what happens? You've got the you've got different. I'm trying to figure out what proper name I should give to them, but basically some elements on the bottom. That's, for example, that when you've got a positive terminal, Jesus Christ, they're one way around for a bloody reason. Anyway, so when, for example, a positive terminal comes into contact with a negative terminal, it retracts. And let's say, for example, a negative terminal comes to a positive terminal, then that also retracts. So you kind of get the gist of that. Oh, Jesus. Why? Look at this. Right, so I'm going to try something. If he ends up causing more trouble, I think I'm going to have to try something called pitting. It's like what they do on American police chase videos. Right, only second now. Just need to get to the side of the back. What is... Sorry. I'm going to try pitting. If I can get to a decent position around the back. What is up with this kid? What's the matter with him? I'm going to hold back, and I guarantee you, if he stops, I'm going to try and keep my distance from him. And if he... Look at the... Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You're not going to tow down. What was the matter with him? He was ruining it.
Oh man, you're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it. Ruining.
I'm sorry. Normally I don't cut to memes during these vlogs, but I just couldn't not stick that in. But these cars are actually really, really nice to drive. I don't encounter CNS products that often. But yeah, I do actually really like these cars, and considering that I'm about to go for some more rears, I'm definitely going to be coming back to those. So what I'm going to do, I probably won't get any more footage so it doesn't drag the vlog out longer, but also you can just about see the rest of the inside complex. You've got arcade machines down here. Around the back there, you've got the lanes, the 10-pin bowling. I'll probably just get a little bit of that so you can just get the idea, but yeah, I do really like this place. You've got a casino to the left. A few more arcade machines in there, but there you can just about see the lens. I'll come and get you a better shot. Yeah, I think you get the idea with that. But So what I'm actually going to do now, probably going to head right about outside. Yeah, I'll probably have a few re-rides there. Probably not going to get any more footage outside from there. I'll probably just be done with the GoPro at this point, because after I've done my re-rides, I will be heading out back to the front. So after quite a handful of re-rides later, yeah, the park is now, well, I say the park, but it's really a pier. Well, the rides are come to close. I think the rest of the pier is still open for quite a bit. But something I didn't notice actually just as I was leaving is, you won't just be able to see it down there, but that red chassis down there, I'll probably just put it up a little bit closer and you probably won't be able to hear me, but that right there, that's the Waltzer chassis, and it's literally just been repainted, and the other bits are still to arrive. And yeah, this is going to be the area where it's going to be going, and I am looking forward to seeing how the Waltzer looks after the refurbishment. So let's go back out to the front and take it from there. So there is the Clacton Pier wheel, or Clacton Pier wheel experience as it's called here. First time I've actually seen this on the front of Clacton Pier, but it's not the first time I've seen this wheel. The last time I saw this was not very long ago, because I saw this at Swansea Waterfront Winterlands back in 2021 when it was travelling with Elegant Wheel Company. And literally after that event had finished, the Ball brothers who own Clacton Pier bought it and brought it here. So good to see this wheel after quite a while. I won't be going on it because of how tight for time I am. I'm supposed to be meeting with other people later. Yeah, that was Clacton Pier. And that was my very first ever visit to Clacton Pier. So it was a really, really good day actually. And with the amount of re-rides I ended up doing, I definitely feel like I've gotten value for my £24.99. Very, very good value wristband right there. You can't see it in the background. The looping coaster, good to get on that despite, you know, it being up in Fari and being quite rattly. The wheel I probably will be going on maybe later on in the summer when it's a lot more warmer and a lot quite, but yeah. Considering the size of the pier as well, it has got a really good selection of rides there. Not that much gutting that the Miami wasn't working, they are still waiting on a part there, and a little bit gutting that the Waltzer isn't there, but hopefully I will be back here in the summer, because I will be making trips up here to Clacton because of family members that I have staying here, and yeah, with me being here for a wedding, I just couldn't not come here. Now the Pavilion Park, I may be able to just get bits of it. Yeah, you can just about see it right behind me there. That I won't be going, A, because it's shut, and I don't have any plans to come here tomorrow. I don't exactly know what's coming, depends on what other people in my group are going to be doing. I will be coming back here for the summer for that, because it will be a lot busier then, because I did look at it from the distance. There didn't seem to be a lot going on there, like there didn't seem to be many people up there, and I probably won't be able to get it in the background. Actually, which way am I facing? No, I wouldn't be able to. But I did get some glimpses of the upside down house, and you may have done on the on-ride POV I got of the looping star, but I haven't checked back the footage, so in theory it should still be there. It's just a little yellow upside down house, and I'll elaborate more on that probably when the time is nearer, and I'll save that for a video probably dedicated to the upside down house. But finishing off with just a bit of seascape backgrounds. Yep, so I really do want to come here in the summer again. We'll be for Clacton for the Waltzer and maybe the Miami, but really enjoyed this little place. It's a really nice little pier, so I actually cannot recommend this enough. The staff, really great to talk to. Management as well, really great to talk to. Really had quite a good chat with them about some of the rides there and some of the stuff that I end up doing for the industry. But yeah, I don't really know what to say at this point, but I'm going to wrap the vlog up right there. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, actually there's one other thing I've got to say, because I did get quite a handful of videos from Clacton in the end, and they will be uploaded during the next week, so I'll be releasing them each Friday. And then after that, I don't exactly know. I do want to get to Barry Island in the Easter, because of a handful of machines new there, and Henry Danta has crammed a lot of love and affection into that park, and it really shows. So I do really want to get there, and definitely get on aerospace as well, the Speed 32. But thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you later.